We've seen the hostage thing a few times now. How exactly is that going to work? Will other locusts actually not fire on their squad mates?
Oh, they will, and it's actually when you have somebody as a hostage, it's basically a get out of jail free card as far as somebody using a boom shot or a grenade on you. And if somebody actually chainsaws, what winds up happening is they'll chainsaw their buddy, and then you can kind of get away while they're delayed for a second chainsawing their buddy.
Can you use the hostage mechanic in multiplayer as well?
Oh, absolutely. But the thing to keep in mind is once you take somebody hostage, they're basically they go into the spawn queue immediately. So you're not just carrying them around for the rest of the game, because that'd be very, very frustrating.
If you were to take somebody hostage, would they be able to eventually break free and attack you again?
No, once they're gone, they're gone.
Done.
Yeah. And the Hammer of Dawn's back. You saw it with the other guy, and I'm going to take out this guy. Yeah, this is the Cantus. He's kind of the Locust Priest, that kind of tall, wiry guy in the back. And he can summon tickers from the underground, and as well as use the gas grenades on you. He can also revive other enemies in battle, which are very, very, very tricky when he starts doing that kind of stuff. Let me take this bastard out. Burn him. Get him, Dom! Dom just knocked him down with his screen attack. You see that? There we go. Take it.
So in the multiplayer, there's also a new mode called Horde.
Yeah, basically, so what we wanted to do is have a. We love co-op, right? And we still have 2 players in the main co-op campaign, but we also wanted to kind of expand upon that by having a 5-player mode called Horde. And I'm going to actually finish this guy off right here and tell you about that. So it's basically 5 players against wave after wave of Locust, and I like to pitch it as kind of a Geometry Wars meets Smash TV mode. And we had some great hands-on time with journalists last night, and everybody was hooting and hollering and dealing with the wave after wave of Locusts that are coming after them. Right here you can see the crowd system at play in the latest version of the Unreal Engine, and there's a Brumac in the middle of that, and I'm going to grab the mulcher gun that we talked about. You can see it's very heavy and it has a little bit of encumbrance, and I'm going to mount it on cover and just start unloading on the crowd and finishing them off. I can actually cool off my gun by holding the right bumper. You can see the steam coming out too because it overheats. And then the Brumac's unloading on the building here, and the building eventually collapses on the entire crowd, kills a lot of them, and then, as you'll see in a second, has a little bit of a surprise. Got to get out of the burning building first. It's starting to look like Backdraft up in here. Nice fire effects and everything.
How is to go back to the Horde a little bit?
Yeah,
to go back to Horde a little bit. How's it going to work as far as getting through one level and then you go to the next one? I assume it just gets harder and harder.
It does get harder and harder. We're looking at about 50 waves right now, and we have all sorts of different types of enemies that start coming in, and we kind of ratchet it up to the next level, so it gets a lot more challenging. And then the elevator's sideways here. And so what winds up happening is we bookmark after 5 waves, so you can basically try and play through and get on the leaderboards. And once everybody holds up, it's a ton of fun.
Let me just say that I am big onto small details in games, and the side winding elevator with the falling building to me is nicely done.
I love the little audio of how it sounds all screwed up when it's like the elevator music and it's like brrr. There's the Brumac, by the way. He's trapped, and if I can get around to the side of him there.
Yeah, let's get to the surprise, and then we're gonna have to wrap.
Yep. We're wrapping up right to the end here.
Can we just stay here and play though after we're done?
Oh, yeah, dude. If you slip me a few bucks, I can actually give you a copy here.
Nice, nice.
So let me just finish this guy off here, and this is the driver of the Brumac. Knock him out. Boom. And now looks like I might be able to actually climb in the back of that and potentially use it.
If only we could see that.
Well, we'd love to show that. We don't want to spoil everything.
Right.
Here we go.
Awesome.
We could ride it. Speed this whole operation up.
Reavers were one thing, but a Brumac?
If they can ride them, so can we.